House is in the diagnosis room with his team, staring intently at the whiteboard.
This patient is a real head-scratcher, almost as confusing as why Foreman keeps wearing those hideous ties.
My ties are perfectly acceptable, unlike your blatant disregard for hospital protocol.
Maybe the patient's symptoms are caused by a rare tropical disease. I read about one in a journal last week.
Or maybe they're caused by aliens using them as a vessel to communicate with their home planet. More likely, though, it's lupus. It's always lupus.
It's never lupus, House, and the patient's symptoms don't align with lupus at all.
Fine, then it's not lupus. It's clearly space mumps. Which, coincidentally, is what I'm going to diagnose Foreman with if he doesn't stop questioning me.
Cuddy is at her desk, reviewing paperwork. House bursts in, bouncing a ball.
House, what do you want? I'm busy.
I need more Vicodin and a pony, but mainly Vicodin.
You just had your prescription filled. And no, you can't have a pony.
Fine, no pony, but I also need access to that new Gemini model, Gemini XP1206. It's going to revolutionize medicine.
You mean that AI thing? Absolutely not. It's probably just going to tell you it's lupus.
This is different, Cuddy. This thing is brilliant. It can diagnose anything, even space mumps.
House is sitting at his desk, typing furiously on his laptop. Foreman, Chase, and Cameron watch him with a mixture of curiosity and concern.
What are you doing, House?
I'm consulting with the future of medicine. I'm talking to Gemini XP1206.
You're letting an AI make diagnoses. That's insane, even for you.
It's not insane. It's efficient. This thing is smarter than all of you combined, times 10.
But it's a computer program. House, it doesn't have intuition or experience.
It has access to every medical database on the planet. It's like having 1,000 Wilsons in my pocket, only less annoying.
House is walking down the hallway, bouncing his ball. Wilson catches up to him.
House, what's this I hear about you using an AI to diagnose patients?
It's amazing, Wilson. You should try it. It'll probably tell you that your niceness is a symptom of a rare personality disorder.
It's unethical, House. You can't rely on a machine to make life or death decisions.
Why not? It's not like my decisions are always great. Remember that time I thought that guy had leprosy and it turned out to be a bad spray tan?
That was one time, and you eventually figured it out.
Yeah, but Gemini XP1206 would have known it was a spray tan from the start. It would have saved us a lot of awkward conversations.
House is standing by the patient's bed, staring at his laptop. The patient looks nervous.
So, Dr. House, what's wrong with me?
According to Gemini XP1206, you have a rare condition called exploding head syndrome.
Exploding head syndrome? What's that?
It means your head is going to explode any minute now.
What? Are you serious?
No, I'm just kidding. It's not going to explode. Probably. Gemini-EXP-1206 also says you have a mild case of hypochondria.
House is sitting at a table, eating a large plate of French fries. Foreman, Chase, and Cameron join him.
So, did Gemini XP1206 actually help with the diagnosis?
It did. Turns out the patient was faking it the whole time. Gemini XP1206 picked up on subtle inconsistencies in their story that we missed.
So, you're saying an AI is better at detecting lies than we are?
It's better at everything than you are, Foreman, except maybe wearing hideous ties.
I still don't trust it. What if it makes a mistake?
Then we'll blame the robots, like we always do. It's the perfect scapegoat.
House is sitting in Wilson's office, playing with a Rubik's Cube. Wilson is at his desk, looking exasperated.
House, you can't just keep using this AI for everything. It's not a substitute for real doctoring.
But it's so much fun, Wilson. It's like having a diagnostic superpower.
It's a tool, House, not a superpower. And like any tool, it can be misused.
Fine, I'll be careful. But if I suddenly start speaking in binary code, you'll know Gemini XP1206 has taken over my brain.
That's not funny, House.
It will be when it happens.
House is sitting in the waiting room, watching people. He's holding a small, handheld game console.
You know, you really shouldn't be playing games in here. Dr. House.
Why not? It's not like I'm bothering anyone. Unlike your incessant mopping, which is clearly a cry for help.
It's my job.
It's a waste of time, just like this conversation.
Some people might say the same about your little games.
Those people are idiots.
House is examining a patient in the clinic. He's holding a stethoscope.
So, what do you think, Doc? Is it serious?
According to my calculations, and the vast knowledge of Gemini XP1206, you have a mild case of the sniffles.
That's it. I thought it was something much worse.
Well, it could be. You could have a rare, flesh-eating bacteria that's slowly devouring your insides.
Oh my God.
Or, you know, just a cold. Take some vitamin C and get some rest.
House is back in the diagnosis room, bouncing his ball and staring at the whiteboard.
All right, team. We have a new patient, and this time, we're going to use Gemini XP1206 to help us with the diagnosis.
Here we go again.
I still don't think this is a good idea.
Maybe we should at least try it. It could be helpful.
Of course it will be helpful. It's the future of medicine. Now, let's see what our robot overlord has to say about this case.